Hello everyone, picture this. Jack and I went for a walk back when he was young and he had made friends with some of the neighbourhood kids. They had a habit of kicking a ball around. The problem is that they would always kick it in the road. I, of course, was worried about this, but I was the eldest out of all of them and I thought it might be a bit dangerous. But they always told me, hey, it's what we always do, so it's not an issue. I wasn't exactly their mum, so what could I do? I was only 16. Anyway, one day we're walking down the road and we see them. They're playing ball in the road like usual, but this time the ball goes underneath the car. This, however, is where things start to get interesting, because when the ball goes underneath the car, one of the boys says that he'll go underneath the car and get it. He's not a tiny 9-year-old. He's quite tall for his age. Granted, I'm 5'2", but he can at least almost make eye contact with me. So he goes under the car to get his ball, and suddenly Jack starts to behave differently. He stiffens and stares off into the distance, and so I wonder what's wrong, but I didn't think much of it. The problem is that this boy's legs are sticking out in the road where a car could come. So he is trying to get his ball, and suddenly out of nowhere, Jack just changes tack and goes from staring off randomly into the distance to chowing down on this boy's ankle like it's a dentist stick, which of course causes the boy to scream and try to get out from under the car as quickly as possible. Luckily, the boy is wearing socks. He finally manages to reach his ball, and as he comes out, he curled up into a ball to check his ankle. And just as he curls up, a car rolls past where his body had been, and before you wonder why Jack did that, keep this in mind. It is said that when you are on train tracks, you do not hear the train, and by the time you do, it's too late. That's one of the reasons they tell you not to go across train tracks. Well, when you are young and you're focused on getting your ball and your head is under the car, you're not going to hear a car coming. You may not even recognise a car coming because you're so focused on your ball. Also, he couldn't hear us when we were telling him, get out from under the car, it's not safe. So Jack did the one thing he could and knew that pain would work. Thank goodness, because otherwise this would have been a very different story. The boy, luckily, went home and was slightly shaken up, but this is the thing about kids. Sometimes they don't think ahead. So the next day I went to walk my dog. The boy was once again kicking the ball in the road as if nothing had happened. It did roll underneath the car, and he immediately went to get it as if nothing had happened the day before. And I said to him, let me go and ask your mum for a broom handle. He seemed a bit annoyed because I think he's so used to getting it himself. And I said, remember yesterday? He went, oh yeah, thanks. And of course, he thanked Jack before he went home. Just remember, kids don't always think ahead, so we have to. It also makes you think, if your animal is trying to tell you something, maybe you walk into your house and your dog starts to growl. You may think they're being silly. Maybe nothing's been moved. But listen and check. Go out and call the police and just check, especially if you have a loft. If you have a bigger dog, you may feel more comfortable searching the house with the dog, but still, always listen to your animals. They might be telling you there's a gas leak. They might be telling you there's a burglar. They might be telling you that nothing's been moved except that one thing that you find precious. Let me know the scariest situation you've been in. If you're still here, then you're handsome and you're beautiful and you, well, I'm speechless. I'll let you know next time I see you. Over to the pets. Hello all, this is Sylvie. If you liked what you saw, then subscribe for more. Hey everyone, my name's Bonjo. If you enjoyed yourself, then give it a thumbs up and share it with all your friends. Hi everybody, I'm Jack, and if you had fun, then comment down below and let my mum know the most dangerous situation you've experienced.